Now we have 8 NCERT questions which are mentioned in the text available to you. I'll be only taking 4 of them because rest 4 you have already done in the previous examples. The question number 4 which I will take is, there is a square of each side 10 centimeter and there is a charge which is at a height of 5 centimeter from here and charge has a value 10 microcoulomb. What is the magnitude of electric flux through the square? You want how much is the flux through the square? If you are looking for the flux through the square, how much is the flux through the square? So what I will do is, I will assume a cubical arrangement where I will go for symmetry. And I will say net flux is Q by epsilon naught, and through one face the flux is net flux by 6. So through each face the flux will be Q by 6 epsilon naught. So through each face the flux will be Q, which is 10 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 6, 8.854 10 to the power minus 12. So we'll be getting flux through each square, which is 1.9 into 10 to the power 5 Newton meter square per coulomb. Question number 5. A point charge of 2 microcoulomb at the center of a cubical Gaussian surface 9 centimeter on edge. You have a Gaussian surface which is a cube of 9 centimeter each, and a point charge of 2 microcoulomb is placed at center. What is the net flux? So you want net flux. It is simple, Q by epsilon naught. So 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 by epsilon naught. It will give you the net flux through it. Question number 6. There is a point charge which causes an electric flux of minus 1 into 10 to the power 3 Newton meter per coulomb to pass through a spherical Gaussian surface of 10 centimeter radius. So you have a spherical Gaussian surface of radius 10 centimeter. And there is a point charge here, and point charge is such which is causing a net flux of minus 1 into 10 to the power 3 Newton per coulomb into meter square. Question is, what will happen if the radius of the Gaussian surface was doubled? So in the first part we are told, if the radius of the Gaussian surface was doubled, what will happen to net flux? Net flux will remain same, because net flux is what? Charge inside by epsilon naught. When the charge inside has not changed, how the flux will change? And what is the value of point charge? So I can say Q by epsilon naught is equal to minus 1 into 10 to the power 3. So point charge will be minus epsilon naught into 10 to the power 3. So minus 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb, or 8.85 nanocoulomb. So we can get charge, and it doesn't matter whether when the charge inside is not changed, if you double the radius, doesn't matter. Question number 8. There is an electric field which is uniform and in the positive x direction for positive x, and uniform with the same magnitude in negative x direction for negative x. And the electric field has a value 200I and also minus 200I. So just imagine, the question says at x equal to 0, if you go towards right and if you go towards left. If you go towards right, there is a uniform electric field which has a value 200I. And if you go towards left, there is a uniform electric field which has a value minus 200I. So towards right, you have a uniform electric field with a value 200I, and towards left you have a uniform electric field 200I, but it is minus 200I. At x equal to 0, the value of electric field is 0. Now a right circular cylinder of length 10 cm and radius 5 cm has its center as origin and its axis along x-axis, so that one face is at x equal to plus 10 and other is at x equal to minus 10. Now imagine you have a cylinder here whose this part is 10 cm and also here it is 10 cm. If this is the origin, it will be x equal to minus 10 cm. And it has a radius which is 5 cm. Question is part A. What is net outward flux through each flat surface? So what is the net outward flux through right flat surface? Flux through right flat surface. It will be electric field into pi r square. Electric field, which is here, and area vector will also be here. Electric field will have magnitude at this end 200 into pi into 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 square. So the electric flux through right flat surface will be 1.57 volt Newton per coulomb meter square, like that. Similarly, if I say what is the flux through left flat surface? Through left flat surface, electric field is here and area vector is also in the same direction. So at this end, I would say electric field may have a negative direction, but area is also in the same direction and flux is a scalar quantity. So I would say it is minus 200 I dot pi r square into minus I, because area vector is also in the same direction. So it will also have the same value, 1.57 Newton per coulomb meter square. So flux through right flat surface or flux through left flat surface, they have same values. Second, what is net flux through the side of the cylinder? So take a side through curved surface, electric field will be here and area vector will be here. So through the side, the flux through the side d phi through the side or through the curved surface will be 0. What is the net outward flux? So what is the net outward flux? It will be 1.57 plus 1.57. So the net outward flux will be 3.14 Newton per coulomb meter square. And what is net charge inside? You are looking for net charge inside. Net flux is equal to charge inside by epsilon naught. So net charge inside will be net flux into epsilon naught. So 3.14 epsilon naught. This will give you net charge inside. So it was a slightly different question and you have done it well.